Today's speaker, Amirah Polite, is a double major in international studies and history, and she hails from Potomac, Maryland. She's been an active member of our campus community as vice president of the Asian Cultural Association and a member of the Model United Nations team that competed at Harvard for each of the last 2 years. She is fluent in Chinese, thanks to early childhood immersion education, and nearly fluent in Japanese, thanks to studying abroad in Japan during her junior year. But Amirah did more than just study abroad at a university. She also completed a one-woman exploration of China as a Magellan Scholar during the summer following her freshman year. Her interest in language and international studies has shaped her career ambition to be a translator for the government. Knowing Amirah, I have no doubt that if anyone can help two countries come to an understanding through careful translation and cross-cultural dialogue, it is she, Amirah Polite.
Thank you, President Smith. Surprise, Mommy and Daddy, I'm giving the speech. Really hard secret to keep. Okay. Welcome, distinguished guests, faculty, family, and of course, class of 2013. As I was preparing for today, I did some research and noticed a trend among graduation speeches. Extremely philosophical metaphors about life and the future. While I could have done that, I realized that W&J has never encouraged me to follow the trend or to color inside the lines. For 4 years, they have let me be 100% myself. So today, you are going to get a 100% Amirah Polite speech. Ha-ha! Like every other class coming into Washington and Jefferson College, the upperclassmen have indoctrinated us into this unique culture. In addition to politely informing us that they are indeed pronounced swipes, they told us, don't take a Dr. Dodge class. He's impossible. You will fail. Go ahead and declare that major if you hate sleeping, and get ready to study every second of your life because that is all you will ever have time for. But when I learned that the RA on my floor just completed a medical mission to the Dominican Republic and was taking more students with him the next summer, I realized that we were missing something. These students were doing a lot more than just studying. And since our highly overconfident high school personas had not yet worn off, we looked these upperclassmen in the eyes and said, challenge accepted. We took that Dr. Dodge class on purpose. And sure, we regretted it. But we stuck with it and became better students for the immense suffering. We filled out not one, but 2 major declaration forms, threw in a couple minors, and added a concentration for flair. Even though the amount of time we spent studying stayed pretty consistent, we learned to make time because there were just too many opportunities for us to take advantage of. We interned, we Magellaned, we studied abroad, we volunteered, we served in the armed forces, we presented our own research at conferences, we won championship games, and we took our clubs and organizations in new and exciting directions. We did that. But no matter what we did, somehow, eventually, the whole campus would know about it. You would tell your advisor maybe about an award you won on Monday. The entire department would know on Wednesday. And by Friday, Bob Reed would approach you to ask you if he could take your picture for the W&J website. How does this happen? Because the professors at W&J are gossips. But they are also very proud. Because when they first met us, we did not know how to use semicolons except when making winky faces in text messages. And now we are becoming dynamic scholars. We know it has been your instrumental guidance that has led to our academic and personal growth. So thank you for the tough love, the benefit of the doubt, for always expecting more, and for bringing out the best in each and every one of us. Not to be outdone, I cannot imagine a more thankless job than being a proud parent to an ambitious W&J student. So before I continue, let me officially apologize to my own parents in particular for the infrequency of our phone calls. And when we did call, for claiming we were too busy to talk, but upon hanging up, crawled into bed for a 3-hour nap. Despite spending all summer and academic year away, your persistence in staying engaged never waned. You learned to Skype. You accepted the fact that 80% of the time if we're calling, we need money. And whenever we did fly back to the nest, all of our favorite foods were already in the fridge. Your support and our obsessive need to make you proud have brought us to this moment. This ceremony is for you. It has been a rough 4 years, so we want you to see us shake hands with the president, and we want you to cheer. Through the squabbles and misunderstandings, we have learned that family is forever. So Mom and Dad, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. We love you. And of course you can mooch off of us once we make it big. After 4 years, new families were made. And our dorms, Carly Snosnick, classrooms, sorority and fraternity houses, and on our sports teams, we have found groups of people we connect with. People from all corners of the W&J community that we have learned to love and trust. I've had several intricate conversations with Dean Steve Henderson about the tragic complexities of Spider-Man supervillains. I can always count on my advisor, Dr. Caffrey, for advice from post-graduation options to how to chase away the rainy day blues. 有时候我跟高老师说中文. What did she say? You'll never know. When I was having a particularly bad day, Lisa from G&T's ran from behind the counter to give me a hug. Our community is strong and interwoven. So when a member was taken from us, he left a gaping hole and many frayed strings. Tim McNerney's death shook every one of us. We were confused and angry. And as we tried to make sense of what was happening, we sought each other out. At night, illuminated by the candles that we held for Tim, we stood on Burnett Lawn to listen to the stories from those who knew him best. As I cried for the loss of a man who had worked so hard and had so much potential, I began to feel a calming warmth. As I looked around, I saw no strangers, just family, just friends. Our majors and interests varied, but that night, I realized that our hearts were the same, and now all of our hearts beat a little louder for Tim. During launch, I remember the president of the student body at the time asked us how many of us were presidents of clubs or organizations in high school. After a few of us raised our hands, he said, "Well, you're all presidents now." Yuck, 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 yuck. Yeah, I know, it's not great. And over the years, I found that this is not even entirely true. There has been so much that we have had to learn and accomplish in order to feel that we are on the same level as our peers, that I believe the title president is something we have had to earn. Through the culture shock, all-nighters, intense stress and anxiety, a host of first world problems, and rejections, we have emerged victorious. So yes, Dr. Masawa, we are all very well gilded. But no, we are not going to our wedding. Pretty soon, one by one, we are going to walk across this stage to receive not only a diploma, but the right to call ourselves presidents. Our time here has been phenomenal, and our memories will surely turn into lengthy anecdotes that will be the bane of our family reunions for years to come. It has been an absolute honor taking classes and participating in events with all of you. Our accomplishments have pushed each other to work harder, in a sibling rivalry kind of way. And I can see that the effort is already starting to pay off. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been learning about what everyone will be doing after graduation. And while I cannot say I'm surprised, I am deeply impressed and humbled that I've been able to share this campus with you for 4 years. When I look at this graduating class, I see we literally have all the skills necessary to create and effectively run every aspect of our own small country. And I believe that's pretty good company to keep. So as Dr. Caffrey says, go forth, people! We have been equipped with the skills to go far, and with the support of the friends we have made here, we will go even farther than that. Okay, so this is a part of the speech where I'm supposed to say something deep and moving about our hopes and dreams and what we'll be doing later, but I'm not going to do that. Besides, I've got something better. I know of a guy who works at his dream job and loves his family and friends. Although his life is not always perfect, he has certainly gotten to his fair share of shenanigans. He has the support he needs to make it through the day and returns to his pineapple home every night with a smile. So in the immortal words of SpongeBob SquarePants, I hope you too scream this today, tomorrow morning, and every morning for the rest of your lives.